Okay guys, I realized that you can be a good trader but trading with a wrong account. This is what I mean. When I was a beginner, when I was starting binary trading, I used to deposit something like $3, $4, $5, sometimes $10, 20, but I never went beyond $30. So when I deposit something like let's say $3, I would try to move it like $10. When I deposit something like $10, I would like I wanted it I wanted to flip it to something like $20 so that I could at least make some kind of money that is actually making sense. So this is what I used to do. If I deposit $10, I would try to flip the account to something like $20. But anytime I try to do that, I would actually trade to something like $18. By the time I'm pushing $20, the account is gone. So that used really to demoralize me a lot. And I used actually to fear that if I happen to deposit a lot of money, I would actually lose it in the market. But there's one thing that I never used to take. There's one thing that I actually never used to think of, because if I manage to trade an account from $10 to something like $15 without blowing up the account, then what if I happen to deposit? I never used actually to ask myself this question. What if I happen to deposit something like $200 and try to trade with such an account size and try to move it from something like try to make a profit of something like $50? I didn't realize that that was actually very easy. So I just used to struggle with something like $10, try to move it to 20. By the time you are pushing 20, everything is gone. You have an account of $30, you want to make $20. By the time you are pushing a profit of $20, the account is gone. I never used to realize that. So until a friend of mine actually visited me, and that friend of mine is actually a trader. So what I did, once he came and visited, he was actually a profitable trader. So we just checked onto my account, and checking on my account, the previous month I had actually deposited over $300. That is in terms of $5, $10, 30, like that. When I checked the balances that I had actually withdrawn by that time, I had done a withdrawal of something like $100, meaning I had already lost over $200 in the market. So he actually asked me, instead of depositing this $1 and $2 and $10, you see, like right now you have deposited $5 and $2, and you have lost over $200 in the market. Why can't you just take $300 and deposit into your account and try to aim for something like $50 each and every day? Because the moment you trade with a lot of money, the moment your account is well funded, it becomes very easy to actually target for small profits. And this, when I talk of these small profits, it's not small profit as you think. With an account of $300, when I talk of small profits, it's a profit of something like 50 in the margins of $50 to $100, and that is a lot of money. When you talk of $50, that's over 6,500 Kenya shillings. When you are making 6,500 Kenya shillings each and every day, that's a good amount of money. So this guy actually gave me that idea, and I decided to try. And for the first deposit, I did something like 250. When I deposit 250, I will manage to actually trade and make a profit of $50. So by the end of the day, my account had, that is had actually $250 US. I had like $300 account. So I actually withdrew the profits, and then the following day I went back to the market, traded, made another $50 left. Actually, the life became so easy, and even I started gaining morale on trading binary. But during that time, when I was depositing something like $10 and trying to make something like a profit of $10, that was unrealistic. That was unrealistic profit, because my account size was too small. The problem with you guys, you are here on TikTok watching people trying to flip accounts. For example, you have a guy who has an account, for, let's say, for example, an account of, he can start even an account of $2 and try to flip it to $100. Do you know how many times that guy might have actually tried to flip that account while still losing, but still uploaded only the successful trade? These small accounts that you see people actually try to flip accounts, most of them, they normally deposit $2 and try to, or even $5 and try to flip that account. The moment it doesn't work, you just fund the account again and try to do it. In the long run, there's at least one trade will go through. By the time when that trade actually goes through, the guy will just upload that video, tell you, this is what I did. I've moved an account from $2 to $50 or to $100. You can actually see it's very easy. The moment you go to the inbox, you'll go and buy the robot. Then it will tell you how much when you ask them how much you can actually deposit, they can tell you can deposit that just like I did. You can even do $2 or even 0.35 or even $1. But what you forget, you don't know what happened behind the scenes. So what I'd advise someone, anytime when anyone advises you that you can actually trade with a small account and be able to succeed in trading, just know you are being right. No matter that, just know you are being right, because that's a fact. That's a fact. Even right now I'm a professional trader, but I wouldn't advise anyone to go and trade with a small account. The least account, account that I advise anyone to trade with on binary is something like $50. When you have $50 and do something like $10, that's realistic profit. But if I tell you like you can be able to trade with a $50 account and flip it to $100, that is almost, it is possible, but almost impossible. I didn't say that it is not doable. It is doable, but the risk is very, very, very high. So always work with a realistic profit and don't be so greedy. Okay, something else that I realize that people normally make some mistake is on the TP. For example, you are good on analysis. You analyze the market and you find this market is good, but you don't know how to set your TP. You have done good risk management, but you don't know how to set the TP. For example, you are doing a stake of something like let's say like $1 or $2. That is a stake. Then you are praising your TP to something like $50. That is unimaginable, because by the time you hit $50, you'll have actually taken a lot of profit, especially if you are trading over and under, where the profits are, you are risking a lot of money and winning some small amount of money. So that would be a very, very high risk. I normally advise people, when you are setting your TP should be 4 times your stake. So for example, if you are doing a stake of $5, your TP should be 20. That should be 5 times 5 times 4, which is 20. So you should set your TP at 20. So what will happen the moment you start running that robot? By the time the market is actually changing, either becoming more bad or everything is, because we are dealing with a volatile market. So by the time conditions for the market are actually changing, you'll actually have hit your TP. So some people actually set the TP so high such that by the time you are approaching the market, the account is gone. So it is good to have risk management and have realistic TP. Don't place your TP so high, because in case the market happens to change, everything will be completely gone. So when you are approaching trading, first thing, have good risk management, have realistic profit, have a good and a well funded account. This idea of trading with an account of $10, $5, that one doesn't make sense to me. The least amount of money I can advise anyone to actually trade with is a account of $50. Okay, there is a guy who actually came to my inbox like 1 or 2 days ago, and he was actually telling me that when he asked me, I told him the best amount of money you can start trading with is actually $50, and he told me that he can't afford. So what I advised him, just go continue trading on the demo. Then the moment you'll afford to fund your account with $50, start trading during that time. The idea of trading with $5, $2, I won't lie to you that you'll never make it in trading. You'll keep blowing account every now and then. If you want to be successful in trading, first of all, run on how to trade, have a good robot. Then by the end of the day, fund your account well. The well the funded your account is, the least the risk, and the more money you can actually be able to make. This idea of trading with an account of $5, $2, and even sometimes $10, depending on which robot you're actually using and how much you are staking, it's actually very risky. Like I see people actually saying I'm risking a lot of money because I'm trading with a big account and doing some big stakes. Yes, I'll just take 5 trades and I'm done. I'm out of the market and I have actually made some good amount of money. But yourself, you want to trade with the $10 and make the same amount of money as I am doing with my account, which is well funded. So first of all, learn trading, have good risk management, then have a good robot, have good strategy, and also have a well funded account. That's all we have for today, guys. Goodbye. Let's meet in trading. Goodbye.